Good morning, Mr. Beran.
Morning. Morning. How are you doing? Good.
Good. Thanks for joining us today. Mr. Beran, I just want to pick your brain a little about the drought damage study. How did you see this as being beneficial to your students?
Well, all of our students here in Ord High School are directly related to agriculture, and whether they live and work on a farm or ranch, or whether they are just part of our community, agriculture and the drought and how it affects the agriculture industry is essential to them knowing and understanding what's going on. So I thought it was greatly important for them to understand how it affects other people around them and how that directly affects them and what they do.
Okay, so really the community connection is what you saw as a benefit. Mr. Beran, did you see any benefit in using the scientific method? How did the scientific method play a role in that?
Well, I think that's a great question, because in order for you to have the scientific method, for it to even get started, you have to ask, what's your problem? What are we looking at to try to solve here? And going back to the community, how did that drought affect producers? How did it affect cattle producers? How did it affect farmers? And then, try to answer that question, and find out whether, the slope of the land or the type of soil or how they irrigated, how did that affect them? And so the process of using the problem solving is greatly important, just to know where to start.
Great. And so, Mr. Beran, when your students used the scientific method, what variable did they study?
We tested the types of soil as the variable that we studied. So we wanted to look specifically at how that type of soil, what it was composed of, and the amount of water that it was able to hold within it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Beran.
All right. Thank you.
Hopefully you've seen that by doing the drought damage study, it was very important to Mr. Beran's class. It was a community connection, and his kids got into the scientific method, and then specifically how the soil type affects the scientific method. Good luck with your videos.